from suburban Montreal to the center of the pop music industry.
I had to escape, the city was sticky and cool.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Celine Dion songs. For this list, we're focusing on the most amazing of Celine's official releases. However, we're excluding songs recorded in French, along with duets. Number 10. Where Does My Heart Beat Now? Unison.
Everything I needed fell into your eyes.
For her first English-language album, Celine wisely selected an emotional power ballad as the lead single. And thanks to her astonishing vocals, Well, America quickly took note of the emerging Canadian star.
Where does my heart beat now? I can't live without.
Production-wise, the music design falls in line with the times, but the huge chorus differentiates Celine from other established pop singers of the era. The existential lyrics help Celine to connect with a mainstream audience, and Where Does My Heart Beat Now ultimately cracked the top 10 on the Billboard charts. With this track, Celine became the breakout artist that French Canadians had been waiting for. Number 9. A New Day Has Come. A New Day Has Come. Ethereal and evocative, this track was inspired by the experience of childbirth. And after a few years away, A New Day Has Come represents somewhat of a comeback for Celine, with the gentle ballad accentuating the superb vocal control of the new mommy.
Let the rain come down and wash away my tears. Let it fill my soul and drown my fears.
For the typical pop performer, this song could easily become a filler track for an album. But Celine's range and connection to the subject matter elevates the song and endears Celine to older demographics, with A New Day Has Come topping the US adult contemporary charts. It's a mature Celine Dion song, one that showcases her evolution as a woman.
When I was young.
Number 8. All by Myself. Falling Into You.
Making love was just fun.
With all due respect to the original recording by Eric Carmen, the Celine version strikes an emotional chord on a completely different level. For one, she holds it down for the ladies, offering a female point of view while slaying the chorus with some serious angst.
All by myself anymore.
It's just one of those guilty pleasure songs that touches on a common feeling. And it's the ideal track for live performances too, especially for a vocalist like Celine. And like many of her Billboard hits, this one builds and builds to a crazy climax, with that final key change striking the listener right in the feels. Number 7. I'm Alive. A New Day Has Come.
When you call on me, when I hear you breathe.
For her follow-up single to A New Day Has Come, Celine continues on with a joyous celebration of life. I'm Alive is an upbeat, mid-tempo number that provides space for Celine to share her passion for life, love, and motherhood.
Set my heart on fire. Fill me with love.
And with these themes in the mix, the song seemed a fitting companion to Stuart Little too. Inspiring and joyous, the song went platinum in Belgium and gold in France. And with its central message, I'm Alive will have a place in pop culture for a long time.
I get wings to fly. God knows that I'm alive. Yeah.
Number 6. That's the Way It Is. All the Way, a decade of song. To celebrate her decade of song, Celine serves up the truth for her loyal fan base. Across the board, it's a lively and youthful track, featuring the Canadians' distinct pronunciation of love.
In this thing called love.
All joking aside, the positive vibe works beautifully when paired with the mid-tempo production, and Celine's vocals reinforcing the lyrical content.
When you want it the most, there's no easy way out. When you're ready to go and your heart's left in doubt.
For this top 10 Billboard hit, she worked with a team of Swedish producers that collaborated with the likes of Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys. And the collective vibe certainly feels fresh and timely. So while many pop stars play it safe with new music on greatest hits albums, Celine adopted the sound of the time.
And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way.
Number 5, I Drove All Night, One Heart. Originally recorded by Roy Orbison, the Celine hit was initially used by Chrysler to sell cars.
I had to escape. The city was sticky and cruel.
As a standalone song, though, I Drove All Night works on a variety of levels. Of course, there's the unmistakable Euro sound that gives the track international appeal.
No one can move me the way that you do. Nothing erases this feeling between me and you.
Lyrically, Celine soars with her polished vocals, creating somewhat of a hypnotic sound when combined with the house music beat. And so, I Drove All Night unsurprisingly became a #1 hit in both Celine's native Canada and across the pond in Sweden.
I drove all night to get to you. For all those times you stood by me.
Number 4, Because You Loved Me, Falling Into You.
For all the joy you brought to my life. For all the wrong that you made right.
Written by the prolific Diane Warren and produced by David Foster, this track has all the ingredients for mainstream success. As a traditional single, Because You Loved Me succeeds with Celine fully exploring her range throughout, lending weight to the lyrical themes.
Lifting me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed.
But like many Celine hits, the climactic build-up allows her to show off both her power and the vocal subtleties that make her such a master.
Lifting me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed.
And as the theme song for the 1996 film Up Close and Personal, the Celine smash not only reached #1 on the Billboard charts, but also led to some Grammy Awards and even an Oscar nomination for Best Original Song.
The whispers in the morning
Number 3, The Power of Love, The Color of My Love.
of lovers sleeping tight.
Okay, so the Celine cover doesn't waste any time with the drama. And that's a good thing, as The Power of Love emphasizes the mood early on, complete with some soaring vocals from the Canadian star.
'Cause I'm your lady, and you are my man.
Of course, a declarative statement within the chorus speaks volumes, and the theatrical quality becomes prominent as Celine ups the ante as the song progresses.
We're heading for something.
It's a legit power ballad of the early 90s, an extraordinary cover of the original 1985 single by Jennifer Rush. And for the career of Celine, while this gave her the first of many #1 US hits, crossing her over into the American mainstream.
There were nights when the wind was so cold.
Number 2, It's All Coming Back to Me, Falling Into You.
Just listen to it right outside the window.
Written by noted music producer Jim Steinman, this song was covered like a boss by Miss Celine. And there's a poignant romantic quality to the song of lost love, of course, but the depth and drama of Celine's voice affords it that timeless feel. And though it's a song in which Celine could maybe push too far, she impressively goes all in by locking into the concept with each lyric.
Finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember where or when or how.
In other words, she doesn't just sing, but rather exemplifies the art of singing. And with such a command of her craft, while the more challenging vocals sound that much better.
Baby, baby, if I kiss you like this, and if you whisper like that, it was lost long ago, but it's all coming back to me. If you
This song is a perfect example in which an epic lyrical narrative called for an epic female voice.
I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me now.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I just wanna start again, and maybe you could show me how to try. I'll be waiting for you here inside my heart. I'm the one who wants to love you more. Goodbye's the saddest word I'll ever hear. Goodbye's the last time I will hold you near. Every night in my dreams,
Number 1, My Heart Will Go On. Let's talk about love.
feel you. That is how I know you. Go on.
Over the course of her sensational career, Celine has recorded a number of sweet and inspirational love songs. And she recorded some monster ballads too. But here's a track that beats them all, largely based on the story of Jack and Rose.
Once more, you open the door.
After the late James Horner composed the music of My Heart Will Go On specifically for the film Titanic, and when Celine recorded her demo, well, the rest is history. Musically, the soft composition enhances the tenderness of Celine's vocals, which are both controlled and sprawling at the same time.
We'll stay forever this way.
And with the song being directly tied to the film, the inherent romance conjures up specific imagery and emotions, making it a classic love song of cinema. So, do you agree with our selections? What do you think is the best Celine Dion song? For more musical top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.